Our Cilla Black makes more wishes come true with Surprise, Surprise.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Cilla Black.
Surprise, surprise. Now, as you can imagine, we get a lot of letters on the show, and I must read you this one because it's from a sweet little girl, and she lives up there in Stoke-on-Trent, and she writes, "Dear Cilla Black, my name is Melanie, and I'm 8 years old. Now, you do things for people on Surprise, Surprise. Can you do something for me, please? I have a soft, cuddly teddy, which I love, but my big brother Mark keeps hitting me on the head with it. Please, can you tell him to stop? Love, Melanie Parker. P.S. Oh, there's a P.S. here. When will I be old enough to go on blind date?" Yeah. Well, Melanie, if you are watching, please drop us a line in about 10 years' time, and we'll see what we can do about blind date. Now, as for that naughty but nice big brother of yours, the next time he hits you with your cuddly teddy, just give him a big sloppy kiss. Oh, yes, that cures them every time. Am I right or am I right, girls? Yes! You know, a lot of people think my job's easy. You are cruel to me tonight. Well, it isn't. I've got news for you. A lot of hard work goes into presenting the show, and there's always somebody who thinks, you know, I can do that. And I happen to know that sitting right here in our audience is a girl who fancies herself as a TV presenter. Yes, I am talking to you, Yvette Hart. Surprise, surprise. Yvette, please come and join me. Hello, Yvette. Welcome to Surprise, Surprise.
Thank you.
Now, little birdie told me in the shape of your mum.
Darling.
Darling, yes. Told me it was your dearest wish to present a TV show. Is that right?
Sort of, yeah, in a way.
Well, you fancy yourself as a children's TV presenter, is that right?
Yeah, don't mind, yeah, it'd be good.
It would be good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, surprise, surprise, you may not present a children's TV show, but you are going to present the next item that's coming up on the telly. Yes, Yvette. Now, you haven't seen the script or anything like that, but don't worry about that, Chuck, because we have put it on the edit boards, they call it.
Right.
And this is your camera over here, and when that red light goes on, sweetheart, on number 2, that's when you do all your bit. All right, now, can you see those words?
Right.
Oh, terrific. Well, don't worry about a thing. I shall start you off on my camera, all right?
All right.
And then it's over to you, Yvette.
Okay.
Well, now, Doreen Lum has worked at the Skelton County Primary School near York as a dinner lady for the past 25 years. Now, most of us remember school dinners as being pretty awful. Oh, yes. I'll tell you something, my school dinners put me off cabbage and sago pudding for years. Oh, yuck, 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 yuck.
But with Doreen around, the kids at Skelton love them. There's never a spare...
What? Never a spare what?
It's next card, I think.
Oh, come on, please.
There's never a spare seat in the dining hall when Doreen's cheerful face is serving up food.
Ah, nice.
The school cook, Cilla Black.
Pardon?
Sheila...
The school cook...
Oh, you can't write comma, it's got to be a clear...
Oh, yes! Yes, she is right, you know. You'll have to go. She's ever so good. His name's David, so when, you know, if he makes another mistake, tell him off. Off you go again.
The school cook, Cilla Black, wrote to me on behalf of the staff.
Hurry up, she's saying. Hurry up.
And children to tell me of Doreen's dedication. And the way she spreads little happiness throughout the school with her kindness and thoughtfulness.
That's brilliant. But don't cancel your air ticket to America. Oh, gosh. It is. Oh, come on, David. It's upside down. We do it ever so well.
So off I went to Skelton, near York, to surprise Doreen during the school dinner hour.
Super. Cue Phil. Doreen Long. Surprise, surprise. Doreen, isn't it lovely to see you?
It is, yes, it's lovely to see you, Cilla.
Hang on, come here. Now, Doreen, hang on a minute, kids. Shh. Well, they tell me that you like being called Doreen, is that right?
Yes, like a stream.
Like a stream, Doreen, a stream. Yes. Now, do you realise you are the most wonderful dinner lady, and you've been doing it for such a long time now?
I have, yes.
How many years?
Well, I think about 24.
No, actually, it's 25.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
So this is your silver jubilee year as a dinner lady. And I tell you who wrote and told me all about you.
Cilla Black.
Come in, Sheila, say hello. She went ever so pink.
I know, she's very good at shape.
Absolutely gorgeous, and that's why Sheila wrote and told me all the kids think you're wonderful, and they want me to sing you a Cillagram.
Oh, lovely, go on then.
Oh, not now. You're going to be dishing up more glorious food. Do you know that song?
I do, yes.
Oh, hey, I'm ready for this. Come on. Come on, girls, let's go.
Is it worth the waiting for? If we live till 84, all we ever get is gruel. Every day we say a prayer. Will they change the bill of fare? Still we get the same old gruel. There's not a crust, not a crumb. Can we find? Can we beg? Can we borrow or catch? But there's nothing to stop us from getting a thrill when we all close our eyes and imagine. Glorious food, hot sausage and mustard, while we're in the mood, cold jelly and custard, peas pudding and saveloys. What next is the question? Rich gentlemen and boys, indigestion. Food, glorious food, we're anxious to try it. 3 banquets a day, our favorite diet. Just picture a great big steak, fried, roasted or stewed. Oh, food, wonderful food, marvelous food, glorious food. Food, glorious food. Don't care what it looks like, burned, underdone, crude. Don't care what the cook's like. Just thinking of glory that our senses go reeling. One moment of knowing that, oh, I'm feeling. Oh, glorious food. What would we give for that extra bit more? That's all that we live for. Why should we be fated to do nothing but fruit? Oh, food, fabulous food, beautiful food, glorious food!
And there's the lovely Doreen in our audience. I was trying to cue.
Bet you're ever so good. I mean, now that you're on the floor, thrown in at the deep end, you're ever so good. You feel confident about this.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You enjoy it.
Yeah.
This is where your home is.
More or less, yeah.
No, it isn't. That's my seat. I feel like it there. So do I. But you are going to America this year.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
So we wish you a lot of luck with that. I have to say, though, it's America's gain and our loss, because I think you've been absolutely smashing tonight.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Yvette Hart. It's quite warm. It's nice here. Well, I'm sure, I know you're out there, sweetheart, all the kids watching, Doreen, they are watching, so will you give them a nice big wave? Well done, love. Super. Now, Margaret Chapman and Avril Thomas wrote to us about their boss, Colin Bates. He's a general manager of Coral's Social Club in Plymouth. They told us that Colin is a fundraiser who raises money for local charities in all sorts of ways, like having sponsored haircuts, swimming, or even busking in the street. Now, at the moment, Colin is trying to raise money for a much-needed wheelchair for a local girl by the name of Sharon Rogers. And tonight, we thought we could give him a boost by helping him out with an extra special game of bingo. So our Bob's gone down to the West Country to surprise Colin.
Yes, Cilla. Here we are inside Coral's Social Club in Plymouth, waiting for Colin to arrive. And in fact, I can see his car coming now. He's early. So, let's see if his lucky number's up. Out here. Oh, yes, he's just getting out of the car. This is coming as a nice surprise to him. Colin, morning. Colin Bates, how are you? Yes. Nice to see you. Surprise, surprise, Colin.
Yes.
You do. You look like you do a lot of fundraising for charity, don't you?
I try to, yes.
What are you raising money for at the moment?
Sharon Rogers, we're getting an electric wheelchair for her. We should have enough money by Saturday, I think.
Little do you know that the people of Plymouth have actually organised for tonight, in your fabulous bingo hall, to be a special charity bingo session.
Okay.
To get the rest of the money that you need.
Uh-huh.
So that's what we're going to do right now.
Yeah.
We'll go in and get ready for a good game of bingo.
Okay, let's go.
Is that all right?
Yes, fine.
Come on, Colin, go on there.
This is not bingo. This is cinema.
Oh, we'll go in here then. That's the cinema. Right, we'll go in the bingo hall. Sorry about that, Colin. You don't get the home,
Silly Bobby. Well, now, I must tell you, the response to our Searchline is absolutely fantastic. And here to tell you all about it is our very own Gordon Burns. Now, Gordon, we do get a lot of letters on Searchline, don't we, Chuck?
Well, not just a Laura, we get a Laura letters, actually.
Hey, watch it. Had enough trouble with Yvette.
Nonetheless, amongst all those letters we get, we do come across some amazing stories, and indeed there are a couple of really good examples of that tonight. Just imagine reaching the age of 16 after a very happy childhood and suddenly discovering that the couple you believed were your mum and dad were in fact your auntie and uncle, that the person you thought was your cousin was actually your sister, and that the auntie who you'd seen a couple of times in all those years was indeed your real mum. Well, that's what happened to Anne Carroll Clarkson, who wrote to us recently asking us to help find that mother she's never really known. Her mum's name is Betty Bell. Way back in 1947, Betty decided she had to head for London to try and find work. She left her young daughters, Anne and Maureen, with her parents in Horton-le-Spring, County Durham. This is a picture of Anne taken in 1948. At that time, her mum had been away for a year. And when she still hadn't returned 12 months later, Anne went to live with her mother's older sister, Priscilla, and her husband, Rhys Jones. That's them pictured with their goddaughter. So Anne grew up believing Priscilla and Rhys were her mum and dad. They were happy times, but today there's nothing Anne would like more than to find her real mum, Betty Bell. She knows that about 30 years ago, Betty was living in the Victoria area of London. So Betty, if you're watching tonight, please get in touch with us. Now, most people have either experienced or heard of the friend or relation who came to visit for a week, but stayed a month. Well, you ain't heard nothing yet. This is John Pancho Shepherd, who in 1967 became friends with Hugh McTaggart. They had landed their first jobs at Lyle's Carpet Factory in Cumbernauld, Scotland. Hoping to make piles, I expect. Wasn't that bad. Now, John had to find accommodation immediately. Now, Hugh, being a real pal, told him that if he couldn't find anywhere that day, he could stay the night at his mum's house in Haggs and carry on looking the next day. So he did. He stayed that night, and the next night, and the next night, and, well, put it this way. When pal Hugh got married 10 years later, John waved him off. Indeed, he didn't move out until 1978. One night had become 11 years. Now, you're not going to believe this, but Hugh, not to mention his mum, actually want to meet up with John again, but they've no idea where he is. His last known address was Claredale Street, Hackney, London. So, John, do get in touch and we'll reunite you with Hugh McTaggart and his mum. But I wouldn't bring your sleeping bag. Now, I'd like to punch the card of 11 girls who worked together in the early 60s. Here are some of the friends that Joan Hyams made when she worked in the punch tape room at National Cash Register in Baker Street, London. Back in 1961, they agreed it would be fun to have a reunion in 20 years' time. And they arranged to meet on the 28th of September 1981 outside the Lions Corner House at Marble Arch. 8 girls turned up at that first reunion, and they've met up on the same day every year since. This year will be the 10th anniversary of that first reunion, and a special celebration is planned. Now, in case you don't recognise yourself in these pictures, Joan would love to hear from Pat O'Shea, Carol Dyer, Pat Geary, Eileen Bullimore, Sylvia Cartwright, Audrey Smith, Vivian Stribling, Jean Killigrew, Maureen Long, Barbara Logan and Annette Jury. So come on, girls, punch out our number and get in touch. The number to ring here at Searchline is 071 222 8070. I'll be back later in the programme, but right now, Cilla.
Thanks a lot, Gordon. And I do believe there are some people in our audience tonight that you're going to be chatting to later on the show. Is that right?
That's right. Andy and Christine Halcrow, and indeed Andy's dad, Bill, are here. I want to talk to them about setting up a Searchline appeal later on.
Oh, super. Well, I wonder if they arrived. Are you there? Are you there, Andy and Christine and Bill? Well, I can see somebody looking funny at each other on the front row. Would you like to come and join? Why wait till later on? Let's join us now, please. Talk to me first. Hi, Andy. Have a sit down there, sweetheart, next to me. Make room for you. Is this Christine? Hi, Christine, the lovely one. And there's, oh, could you sit on the end there, Christine? Hello, Bill. That's the dad. Do you want to sit in between? Can you? Yeah. Yes, isn't that lovely? Well, I thought you might like to chat to me first. Is that all right?
Yeah, sure.
Because we couldn't wait till later on in the show. Because you see, I got this marvellous letter from your wife, Christine, tell me all about you. And she wrote and told me that when you were just 6 years old, you were very poorly. In fact, you had to go into the Great Ormond Street Hospital. Is that right?
That's right.
And why was that, Andy?
I had kidney problems and bladder problems.
Really? Yeah. But you were so poorly ill, in fact, it didn't stop there. It went on till almost 10 years old.
That's right.
And when you were 10 years old, you did meet a lovely nurse that befriended you.
Yeah.
Can you remember her name?
Yeah, Christine Wright.
Christine Wright, of course. And you would remember Christine, Bill, because Christine carried on the friendship with your young lad here. Yeah. She used to visit him at home, is that right?
Yeah, we asked her to come to us, you see.
Yes.
She came once and took 2 or 3 snaps of you, no. Anyway...
Well, we've got a lovely photograph, actually, of Christine and Andy. He was only a young boy then. Yes, there you are. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
No, really, no.
But your father, in fact, your parents thought, with Christine's due care and attention, she actually pulled you through.
Yeah.
And she kept in touch with you through the 60s. And then you lost touch because then she got married. And she moved on, I do believe, to Dorset somewhere. Mm. Now, I think it's quite a coincidence that you actually married somebody by the name of Christine.
That's right, yeah.
Now, I know you've never, ever forgotten Nurse Christine, have you?
No, that's right.
Well, I have to tell you, she's never forgotten you either. And I know why, because she told me so before the show. And here she is. After almost 30 years, your nurse that nursed you through a terrible, terrible illness. Come in, Nurse Christine. Well, I know, Christine, how do you feel about being responsible to saving this young boy's life here?
Very small part.
Well, he didn't think so, and certainly the parents didn't think so either. And I know you've got an awful lot to chat about. You've got an awful lot to catch up on, and you can do that. In the meantime, we're going to take a break, so see you in a couple of minutes. See you then. welcome back. And right now it's eyes down for a full house as we whiz south to Plymouth and join our Bob at the bingo hall. Are you there, Bob?
Yes, we're certainly here, Cilla, and there's a great crowd here in Plymouth, isn't there? That's all the winners. And this is Colin.
Hello.
Hello, Colin. Surprise, surprise. It's lovely to have you on the show. Are you looking forward to tonight?
Yes, sir, very much so.
That's got us off to a good start, Bob. What's next?
Well, I think it's about time we got on with our first game, actually, Cilla.
Oh, super. Hang on a minute, hang on. Wait till I get my bingo card. I've got it here.
And we're going to play for just any one line.
Any one line. Oh,
Yeah, that's
I'm
one
nervous,
line
I'm
and 5
nervous.
numbers across the card.
Right, right. Any one
Is
line.
everybody ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, Colin.
Off we go then. We're looking for any one line. And your first number, 1 and 2, number 12.
I've got that, I've got that, I've got that!
Excuse me, are you asking for a recheck?
Been told. No, I've got number 12, I've got it.
You've got it?
You haven't
Yes.
won yet, Cilla.
You need a number 4 on the same line, sir.
I know, but I'm
6
excited.
and 3, 63.
6 and 3, 6 and 3, 6 and 3. I've got that! I've got that! I've got it, it's there.
5 and 3, 53.
5 and 3, 5 and 3, 5 and 3, 5 and 3. I've got it!
We could be here for a
Your next
fortnight.
number is 6 and 4, 64.
Hang on, wait a minute, Bob. I've just been given the signal from here and from Colin as well. I've got to go and get on with the rest of the show. Now, you've got a copy of this card, I believe.
Got it there, Cilla.
Oh, will you keep marking it for me,
Yes,
sir?
of course, no problem.
All right, sweetheart. But before I go, I'd love to know, who is that chap sitting in the back?
Don't interrupt me now, Cilla. I'm just busy trying to concentrate on all these numbers. Let's get on with the game, because it's very difficult. There's three.
All right, then. Oh, I've been told off. I better go. Ta-ra, then, Bob. See you later.
Yeah, right.
I only wanted to ask him who was the man in the bath. Well, do you know what? I do win something. Have you ever won anything? Yes. You have? Well, you're more lucky than I. I've only ever won something once. It was on the tombola stall at our Jack's school fete. I won a bottle of aftershave. Mind you, I gave it away. I gave it away to a friendly neighbour for his birthday. The trouble was, it was him that gave it to the school fete in the first place. What a shame. But enough of that. It's time to hear more from old Gordon again. Over to you, Gordon.
Thank you. And we start this section with a personal appeal. Recently, I went to see Mr. Harry Dobson, who told me all about the old army pal he's searching for. His name is George Donegan, and Harry hasn't seen him since 1952.
We first met at Ripon, which is driver training for Royal Signals, and we were both on a driving course there. And that's where we first met, and from there we just got posted then to Uckfield as drivers for Royal Corps of Signals.
And that was 1950, and the both of you shared a great love for snooker.
Well, the snooker really come when we both again got posted together to Folkestone. On each lunchtime we used to play a game of snooker 5 days a week, and we used to play for what was 1 shilling a day then, so it was 5 shillings at the end of the week for the best of 5. But George was an extremely good snooker player, and I was just an ordinary snooker player. But George, being George, he used to let me win 1 week and he would win the next week, because we never, we're all just finished up even all the time. We couldn't just afford to give 5 shillings away week after week after week.
In fact, you were both so penniless that you actually had to share clothing.
Oh, yeah, we only had 1 shirt between us, and if I wore it, I'd have to go and wash it and iron it, so George could wear it the next time. Luckily enough, we're both about the same size.
And then you lost contact when you went off to Korea in 1952, but George was demobbed. Have you any idea where he went?
As far as I know, he went back to Edinburgh, Leith in Edinburgh, the dock area. I know he used to talk about the docks in Edinburgh at Leith, but I never knew his address, so I lost total contact with him then.
So if George Donegan was watching at this minute, what would you like to say to him?
I would like to say I've just bought a new shirt, and it's about time that I got the shirt back so I could have 2 shirts for a little while anyway.
Well, I hope he calls in. Now some quickies. This is the 1929 Woolmer Street School Senior Girls Swimming and Diving team. Violet Ryder, who is second from the right, wants to get in touch with team members Marjorie Chegwidden, Mary Crawford, Alice Harmon and Dee Grieve. So go on, girls, take the plunge, give us a call. Mabel Kipping from Slough, who is a nifty 90, would love to hear from Flight Sergeant John Mackenzie Alexander, who she looked upon as a son during the war years, but who she hasn't seen since he was based in Teddington in 1946. May and Wilf Cupit want to contact twins Winifred and Joan Ling, seen here with their bridesmaids' dresses at May and Wilf's wedding in Carrington, Nottingham in February 1938. And finally, Pauline Lyons is looking for her old Hillside Secondary mod school friend Valerie Milne. Here they are at Camber Sands in 1964. Valerie is the one on the left. If any of the people we've tried to contact tonight are watching, or indeed anyone else can help us, please give us a call on 071 222 8070. Our researchers will be answering the phones until 10 o'clock tonight, or you can drop us a line at Searchline, surprise, surprise, London Weekend Television, South Bank TV Centre, London SE99 6YW. I will see you next week, and I'll see you too, hopefully.
You certainly will, even after the show.
After the show?
Yes.
You know, I was sitting there last week, now I'm a bit closer this week.
I know. Where will it all end? I tend to think what's going to happen next week. But I know I'm going to see you, so see you next week, good.
Look forward to it.
Now, the other day, somewhere in East Anglia, our Bob Carolgees was hanging about, waiting for an ambulance. I wonder why. I hope there wasn't anything wrong with him.
Nothing at all, Cilla. Healthy as anything. I'm actually here at Ipswich Ambulance Station waiting for Beryl Lay, who's one of the drivers here and is due to come in for a lunch at any moment. Now, her sons, Kevin and Neil, have written and told us that their mum, although she's one of the outpatients ambulance drivers, would love to get behind the wheel of something much more exciting. She wants to swap the streets of Ipswich for the treacherous mud of a forest track. Yes, she wants to be a rally driver. We can arrange anything. Just ship it, Beryl. Beryl? Beryl! Beryl, come here. This is Beryl. How are you, Beryl? Look, I nearly had your mate then. Sorry about that. Beryl, hello. Surprise, surprise. How are you? All right?
Yes, thank you.
Now, let me tell you, your sons, Kevin and Neil, right, have written to us and told us that you have this driving ambition. Is that right?
That's right.
What's your driving ambition, Beryl?
Did a Lombard rally.
You want to be a rally driver, don't you? Well, if you don't do it, you haven't been practicing your handbrake turns in your ambulance there. You look very smart, by the way, I must
Thank
say.
you.
But anyway, I must tell you this, Beryl, that that's why you're back here, actually, because of us being here. And we've got a car lined up for you. We've got a very muddy forest lined up for you. And we also have a champion rally co-driver for you. So we'd better get into gear and get off there. Right now.
Thank you.
Well, I've dressed up nice and warm because it's a bit of a cold day, but you've... now, Bill, you've had some lessons, haven't you, from Bill Gwynn at his rally school. How's she getting on, Bill?
She get on very well, Bob.
Terrific. Well, we'll find out, because I'm going to hand her over now to Jim McRae, who's the 5-time British rally champion, and he's going to put you through your paces. All right, so jump in the car.
Right, let's go.
Let's go, indeed.
Heavy arm.
Big bar, that. That's it. Get yourself strapped in. Now, remember, Beryl, Jim is the British champion, so, you know, be gentle with it. Yes. She's had a little practice going around this forestry circuit. So we'll see how she's getting on. Jim, what would be a good time for somebody to get around this forest circuit in?
I would say between 90 seconds and 2 minutes, but...
Go for the 90 seconds, Beryl. We want to see you do it. Will you do it?
She's doing very well.
The wind's behind me.
Oh, right, I'll do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
The bit loose in the exit here. Come on, you're all right. That's it. Whoop, that's it. Keep going. Let's get this one right this time. going, keep it going. That's it, perfect. Go on, you're all right, great. The best one yet. All right, on you go. This is the square left again. Narrows a bit. There was a wee upswing. All right. It's up here. Second gear right here. Narrows it along. Left down the hill. Going this time right through the flying finish.
Fantastic time, look at that. Hey! Beryl, let me show you 128.3. Brilliant! That is marvellous, isn't that wonderful?
Fantastic, that's fantastic.
Helmet off, look at this, the garland and everything. Put that on. Oh,
congratulations.
128.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, Beryl. Yeah, well.
Oh, what a waste of a good champagne. Well, I'm ever so glad to see Beryl survived, and she's here in our audience tonight with her instructor, Bill Gwynn, and I'd also like to say a very special thank you to champion driver Jim McRae. Thanks a lot, everyone. Well done. Well, I think after all that dashing about, I'd better make a phone call. I wonder how many of you know that deep in the heart of the Midlands, there's a gang of fellas pretending they're deep in the heart of Texas. Yes, they dress up, fools that they are, as cowboys, even down to wearing long johns. Would you believe that? Now, I'm going to ring one of them now, and I hope he's not out. Riding the range. Let's see. His name is Steve Tank Williams. I wonder why it's called Tank. The mind boggles. 10 digits, here we go. There we go. Let's hope he's in. Fingers crossed. I do believe why he's called Tank, that he's quite a big fella, actually. I mean, it says it all, doesn't it?
Hello.
Hello, Steve.
Yes.
Or should I say Tank?
Tank.
Pardon?
Tank, yeah.
Hi, Tank. Surprise, surprise, it's Cilla here. Tank?
Yeah.
Are you still there, Chuck?
Yeah. Cilla Black.
That's right, in the flesh.
Is somebody having me on?
Someone isn't having you on. It's me in the flesh. Oh, I got a lovely letter all about you. I did, Chuck, I did. Now, tell me all about this cowboy business. In every spare moment you get, you love to dress up, even down to your long johns.
Well, yeah. Once I've stood that, yes.
And you do all kinds. I mean, you belong to a special club, and you've got a pair of Remington guns. Is that right, Chuck?
That's right, yes.
And is it true that you never wash your long johns? Yes, that is true.
Yeah, well, see, when you take them off, you can tend to walk to the corner then.
Well, I've got a picture of you as well in your long johns. What we want you to do, Tank, is to come on the show and do a bit of gun spinning for us. Will you do that, Chuck?
Certainly.
You will.
Certainly.
Are you going to bring Marie with you?
Yes, definitely.
You know who set you up for this phone call, don't you?
I've got a good idea, because I've got him here now.
Yes, it's Wild Bill Langford. And is he there? Is Wild Bill there now?
Yes, he's having aesthetics.
Are you going to meet at sundown?
Definitely.
And who's going to win this duel, do you reckon?
Well, me.
You. Because you're very good with the old guns there, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, we want you to show off next week on the show with those guns.
Okay.
All right, Tank?
Yes.
And bring Marie with you, because she's a very beautiful assistant. And if he's still alive after your duel, will you bring Wild Bill as well?
I will.
Oh, good.
I will.
I'll see you next week, then.
Yes.
we'll have a bit of fun.
Oh, we will indeed. Bye, Tank.
Bye.
Ta-ra then. Well, that should be fun, and we've got lots more fun for you after the break. We're going to find out who's won at bingo. Hope it's me. And I'm going to have a go at blowing the bagpipes. And someone here tonight is going to get the surprise of their life. So see you in a couple of minutes. Thank you. Hello and welcome back. Now, has my number come up or hasn't it? Oh, I'm dying to know. So let's go over and join our Bob down there in Plymouth. Bob, tell me, please. Have I won?
That 3 across is wrong. That's the one you've got wrong. Oh, sorry, Cilla, we just finished up a crossword puzzle.
Hang on a minute. What do you mean finishing off a crossword? What about the bingo game?
Oh, we finished that game.
Oh, have you?
We were waiting for you.
You? Well, please tell me. Tell me, have I won?
Yes, Cilla, surprise, surprise, you've had a win.
Oh, bingo, bingo. What have I won?
Well, actually, Cilla, you're going to love this, and so will Bobby. You've actually won a bottle.
Oh, a bottle. Oh, champagne. Terrific.
No, aftershave.
Oh.
I'll bring it back for you, Cilla, all right?
Do you know, I feel it's the same bottle of aftershave. I really do. But never mind about the aftershave. Tell me, once and for all, who is that person sitting in that vat?
Well, I'm glad you... Oh, sorry, he's going to start playing bingo now, Cilla, once again.
Oh, he is difficult, our Colin.
Sorry to be, you know. We're on the lilac page, and we're playing for any one line.
All right.
And your first number is 5 and 4, 54. 5 and 1, 51.
I haven't got that one.
4 is 44.
I haven't got that one.
Bingo!
Oh.
It's Uncle Albert, better known as Buster Merryfield. Come on, do it, Buster. Charlie, what about this? Bingo.
Well, what can we say? So you have managed to get a line in 4 numbers. This must go down as a world record.
Hang on.
Well, great ad-libbing from Colin.
He knew nothing about this, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
know.
Anyway. Just a kiss.
Isn't that a marvellous surprise? Because I do know he's one of your favourites from Fools and Horses. Is that right, Colin?
Yes, just one of my...
Oh, look at that.
Fools and Horses,
And he was
yeah.
carrying on till the end, Buster. Thank you very much for coming on. Surprise, surprise. But, you know, it's an awful long way to go for a game of bingo. What exactly are you doing there?
How could I resist the invitation? We've counted all the money, and I can tell you that we have reached our target of £2,295.
Yes.
So Sharon Rogers has got her wheelchair.
That's absolutely marvellous, Buster. Thank you for going all the way down to Plymouth to do that for Colin. I think it's been absolutely terrific.
Great pleasure.
How do you feel about that, Colin?
Well, absolutely brilliant.
Isn't that marvellous? Anyway, Cilla, that's all from us here in Plymouth.
Oh,
So,
no, it isn't. Now, do me a favour, Bob. Please, please, please tell me who that man is sitting in that vat.
Oh, sorry, sir. Well, actually, this handsome young man here is called John Turner, and he's been sitting in this...
Michael Turner.
Oh, sorry, and... Mike Turner. Anyone can make a mistake. You may... His name is Mike Turner, and in actual fact, he's been sitting in this bath now for 3 hours, raising money towards our total, and he's actually raised a total towards our main total of £441.42.
Oh,
that's Mike here.
Oh,
Cilla, I can tell you it's not actually... That's not actually as easy as it seems, because he is sitting in a bath of very cold baked beans. And I don't feel very hungry. So.
Well, I do, because I love baked beans. Everybody says, well done, Mike, and well done, Buster, and Colin, and Bob.
Yes, Cilla.
I shall see you next week. You've done a terrific job down there.
Well, they've all been fabulous down there, especially the audience. They've been lovely. Thank you all so much. See you next week, Cilla.
Thanks
Cheers.
a lot, audience. Thanks a lot, Bob. And now it's time for a lovely surprise, because you won't believe... You... Ah, yes! Oh, that was absolutely terrific. And it is true, you are absolutely fanatical about playing the bagpipe.
Oh, yes. Sorry, but I had to just bring him for a quick scuttle, you know.
A skull.
Aye.
That's a skull.
Aye.
Oh, lovely. Well, you played it
so.
beautifully. I must explain to everybody, in case you're wondering who this impassioned piper is, he's Michael Ramsey, the fella I phoned last week and asked to come on the show. I'm a fool to myself, really. But I must say, Michael, you look absolutely ever so smart in your outfit there, and you've got the pipes. How long have you been playing the pipes, by the way?
About 8 years. Just about 8 years.
About 8 years.
Yeah.
Well, you play them ever so well. And you did say on the phone when I was chatting to you last week that you could actually teach me to play the pipes on the show.
I can try.
You can only but try. Well, I tell you, I'm looking forward to this. Have you got me pipes there? I'll pass them over, Chuck. Oh, look at that. Isn't this great? I'm looking forward to this. Yes. Oh, yes. It's got a mind of its own. Oh, it hurt me there. What do I put where first?
You put that there, right?
I put that there. Yeah.
Hold it and balance
right.
it. Right.
Oh, high the moon. Oh, it's
comfortable.
That's quite nice, actually. And what's this here?
Put that in your mouth. That's to blow the air into.
That's to blow the... That's a bloody...
Flow stick.
Yeah. Well, no.
Right, put this hand down here. Put this hand down here.
The hand down there.
Right, now
Yeah.
blow.
Now, blow. That's all I... Yeah. What about... Look, I've cleaned it there. What about if you blow and I squeeze? And what else do I do then?
You just squeeze.
What's this thing doing, dangling down? That's where the music. So,
yeah.
If you blow and I squeeze, and I fiddle about down here, you should get something out of it. Okay.
You ready?
Yeah. I don't know about you, but the earth just moved for me. I'm enjoying myself. Do you know, hang on. Do you know, I've not heard anything like this since I stood on our cat's tail. You've shown me, actually, you have shown me, Michael, just how difficult it is to play the pipes. Now, I've run out of puff, I don't know about you, but will you play us? Show us all how it really should be played. You've got your pipes there, and what are you going to play for us?
Play Amazing Grace.
Oh, please do. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael
Okay,
Ramsey.
You're all right with that, mate?
down there. Oh, Mike, that was absolutely smashing. You see, the pipes, when they are played just like that, I mean, it stirs you up. It's lovely. Well, you know, we're full of surprises on tonight's show. And not only, I've got a little one for you, not only have you been playing to our lovely audience here and everybody at home, but some of your family. Huh? Yes, they have heard you as well. And where have they been hearing you? From behind the screens. And here they are tonight. Surprise, surprise. Here's your mother, Hannah, your father, David, your brother, David, and your three sisters, Helen, Anne, and Emily. Come in, the Ramsey Bandits. All right. Hello, David. Oh, hello. Which one are you? Emily. Oh, hi, Emily.
I'm David.
I'm David. Have a sit down, isn't this nice? There's our Emily over there. Well, surprise, surprise. Well, you know, you thought your mate, Dave Brown, wrote a letter about you, didn't you?
Aye, that's what I thought.
Och, I knew it wasn't him at all. Surprise, surprise, it was your sister Emily over here. She wrote and told me all about you.
That's not surprising, really.
She does things like that, not from our Emily over there. Yeah. But she wrote a very moving letter. 5 years ago, you were involved in a very bad accident. You were hurt very badly, almost to the point of death. Isn't that right, Emily?
Yeah,
exactly how very bad was he injured?
Well, he was unconscious for 10 days.
But you did pull through. Everyone was praying for you. Even your sister who lived in Australia, she was praying for you as well. I mean, it must have sent your phone bills up there, David. Phoning your Isabel in Australia. Now, this is why it's about this time that you wrote to us, isn't it, Emily? And what did you say in your letter? What exactly did you want?
Yeah, I wanted a video for Isabel to see him playing and see how well he is now.
Yes, isn't that lovely? She wanted a video. Well, you've got the video. You've got the video and the family and everybody out there. They've seen you on the telly. Yes. You can have that after the show.
Good.
And the other thing you can have as well is your sister Isabel, all the way from Australia. Now, she's got 2 children that you have never, ever seen, and they're here tonight. She's flown all those thousands of miles to be with you. Here she is, your sister Isabel, and the 2 kiddies, Kevin and Sue. It's just nice and lovely.
Full of small surprises, it's a never-ending game. If nothing is impossible when you believe your eyes, if the unexpected brings a smile, that's a big surprise, surprise, surprise. The unexpected hits you between the eyes. The unpredictable, that's the surprise you see.
Well, that's all we have time for this week, but I'd like to say a very big thank you to everyone who's taken part in tonight's show, especially our very own Gordon Burns and our lovely Bob Carolgees. See you next week then. Ta-ra for now. Ta-ra!
Yes, the show will be back at the same time next week.